And we are live. Welcome to the Room Show. It's your host, Go Room. Got special guest Maria. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I appreciate you for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Definitely. I see you from Connecticut, right? You in Connecticut?
Yeah.
So you want to tell for my audience, for the people that don't know, you want to tell them like what you do and how you got started.
Yeah, so I interview musicians. Um, I'm a journalism student right now. I got started. It's kind of confusing on how I got started, but I'll just say that I had met one of my cousin's friends and she sort of does the same thing, but with um like racers, like F1 race car drivers, and I was like, "Yo, I want to do that, but like I don't know what to do." And she's like, "Just buy microphones and start talking to people." So then I did, and ever since then I just kept doing it.
Nice. And how old are you? You're young.
I'm 19.
Okay. Young. Yeah, it's definitely gonna happen. So you want to get into like you want to work for like radio or like TV?
Yeah, that's the goal.
Nice. Yeah, it'll happen. Keep going. And what school do you go to?
I go to Naugatuck Valley right now.
Okay. And you're a master in journalism?
Right now I'm just getting my undergrad, but I think I might go for my master's.
Yeah, you should. So take us back. I know you said you seen your cousin's friend like interviewing people like sports drivers. Is that when you realize that's what I want to do?
Actually, wait, hold on. I'm getting like a weird like shadow on my face. Can I just like turn this light off really quick?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I think this is better. Um yeah, so I actually she like told me to do that. She's like get microphones, whatever, just like talk to your friends and post it. I was like, I don't really want to do that. I don't know. So then I waited like I don't know, a couple months, and then one day I just decided to go to a festival and interview some of the musicians that I already knew. And then I kind of just took a little break from that because I was like, okay, like that was cool, I guess, but how can I do it again? Like I had no idea. So then I actually started reaching out to like local bands around my area, and a few of them got back to me, a few of them didn't. Um, I ended up going to River Rocks Festival in New Hartford, which was just like a little community, like free festival with some bands there. Interviewed a few of them. And then where I think it really started for me, I ended up reaching out to Shoreline Festival of New Haven, and they set me up with like my own like booth. I had like a tent and a table, and like I felt so cool. That was like that was like the best day of my life. And I was just like interviewing basically whoever wanted to come over and talk. And then ever since then, from like posting and stuff, actually some artists reached out to me, which was kind of weird. I'm like, what? Like, how do you know who I am? And yeah, that's just been how it is ever since.
I mean, that's a very good start, and you do everything by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good start. Um, a lot of young people say, they want to do media, but they take very few take action. What was the first uncomfortable step you took to start your reporting career?
Ooh, the first uncomfortable step. I would say just getting it out and posting it. I know a lot of people make like secret accounts and like start over completely so that their friends or, like, people they know don't see it. I decided not to do that because I just feel like it's not really necessary, and I think, like, posting something that is out of the norm for me and, like, that other people don't usually post about, it was scary for me, and, like, I've been that person that's not really, like, super active on social media, I wouldn't really post that much, and then I just started posting a bunch of interviews, so that was a little bit uncomfortable for me, but I think I've gotten used to it now.
And you mentioned that people make different pages, so the people they know don't see it. In your situation, did you feel like you're not going to do that because that's what you want to do and that's who you are?
Um, yeah, and some of it was that I didn't wanna start from scratch and just start at 0, you know? Um, but yeah, I'd say that's why.
Yeah, that's a good one. And reporting requires confidence. Where did you have to build yours the most? On camera, asking hard questions, or like pitching stories?
Um, what do you mean by pitching stories? Like articles and stuff or?
Yeah,
I'd say definitely the hardest part to find confidence for me is with pitching stories just 'cause I don't have a lot of experience in it. Um, I wasn't confident doing my interviews when I first started. Like if you were to look back, I'd be like, "So, how's it going?" Like I was just super awkward with it. So that was definitely hard to find the confidence for. And I still kind of feel like I'm trying to find that confidence, but it's not something that comes overnight.
it takes time. And you doing interviews, like which interview have you done change you personally, or change you personally and not just professionally?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Um, I'd say I'd say the first interview that I did that was not with someone that I already knew, so that was with this band called Ruby Left Step. That was just, like, very much out of my comfort zone, and how nice they were about it, and, like, how they answered their questions, like, in that moment, I think, like, after that interview is when I realized that, okay, like, this is probably something that I wanna do for the rest of my life.
Yeah, a good one. And in today's media world, credibility matters more than ever. How do you protect your integrity as a young reporter?
Um, what do you mean by that? I'm sorry.
Like, how cautious are you? Depend like choosing who you work with, like protecting your brand, 'cause, you're taking it serious.
Oh, yeah, so I'd say I do a lot of research on who I'm gonna interview before I do it. I definitely do this a little bit more than when I first started. Like when I started, I was just like, yeah, anybody, I'll interview whoever. But now there's definitely a lot of people to watch out for, especially I feel like being a young woman doing this and like going meeting new people, you have to be like really careful about who you're speaking with and who you're talking to. So I think like the biggest thing that I do is just like researching their background and then also who they work with and how they communicate with me.
Okay. Yeah, you're definitely gonna be a big reporter. You got a good mindset already.
Thank you.
Have you ever dealt with self doubt so far? And if so, what do you tell yourself to move through it?
Um, I think every day I deal with self-doubt. A lot of imposter syndrome, especially when people reach out to me, especially doing this right now. It's like wait, why am I being interviewed right now? What's going on? But I just think what I tell myself is that being scared and doubting yourself is all kind of part of the journey, and that just shows that it's something that I do really care about, and it just pushes me to work harder.
And what's your creative space like? Your home office, you go to the library, a coffee shop. Like, how do you get in your creative mode?
Um, so I do most of my editing at home, all my interviews at home when they're online, um, just in my room. Sometimes if I'm feeling stuck, I'll go to this coffee shop in Southington. It's really cool. It's called Fable, and they just have like it's really homey. They have like dining table chairs and like whatever. It just really gets me in the zone.
And do you do like you be by yourself or you have like somebody helping you out or you're just in the zone alone?
I'm just by myself.
Okay. And being a reporter, you got to use social media nowadays, especially like being a journalist. Do you see it as a tool, a distraction, or both, or do you see it as we need it?
I definitely see it as a tool and a distraction. I think it's definitely used as a tool when you're just posting on it. It's a good way to get yourself out there, especially being an independent journalist as of now. I wouldn't have gotten anywhere with this without social media. I do think it can be distracting when you're using it on the consuming side. So trying to like limit how much you consume. I always say I try to create more content than I consume, and that's something that's really helped me, like, stay focused.
Yeah, content is definitely key too. If someone's listening right now and wants to break into reporting but feels like intimidated, what's the one action you would tell them to take this week?
I would say find something you're passionate about. For me, it was music, so I decided to interview bands. If you're into sports, if you're into racing, find someone on a lower level. You don't have to go and interview like a MLB player or anything like that, but just find somebody that does what you're looking to interview, what you're looking to step into, and just have a conversation with them. You don't have to record it. Just talk to them about their experience and evaluate how you feel after that conversation and then go from there.
Go. And I like to ask my guests like a life question. So say you're having like an off day, a bad day, um, things wasn't just going as you planned. How do you get yourself back on to continue through the day?
Ooh, that's a good one. I usually would just call a friend. Talking to other people is something that really, like, puts into perspective, like, I guess it kind of just puts your day, like, at a pause, and you can kinda just focus on what's going on in someone else's life, and then when you get back, sometimes you'll realize, like, "Oh, maybe what's going on is not that bad."
And what if maybe everybody's busy, the people you're reaching out to, what if they're not around? What do you do?
I'd say if I'm home and I'm feeling stressed out and just overwhelmed, I will play guitar, and that's something that really helps because it takes your focus off of whatever thoughts you're having and you're just focusing on playing the right notes. That really helps a lot.
Go. Um, what's one thing that you haven't done yet with your brand, like with your show that you haven't done yet that you want to do?
Ooh. I definitely want to write articles about my interviews. I haven't really gotten to that yet, but that's definitely something that will come in the future.
like blog posts, your own blog posts?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Um, who's like your dream interview? Like your big, like I want to interview this person one day.
Jimmy Fallon. 100%. He's like my biggest inspiration. Um, I actually part of the reason why I got into it is because I would watch his stuff and I'd be like, that's exactly what I want to do. And he just seems really nice. I think, yeah, 100% Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. I know. I got one more for you. Uh, 5 years from now, who do you want Maria the reporter to become, and what kind of impact do you want to have on your community?
Ooh, 5 years from now, I hope to be working with a bigger platform, maybe with a company, hopefully with a company, or on the news, just really immersing myself in journalism, making a difference in how journalism is perceived. Um, yeah, that's that's about it.
It'll happen. Keep going. And one more before we go. Um, what's some advice or some motivation or inspiration you could give to the young women and the young men just to keep going?
I would say focus on what you want your future to look like instead of what your present looks like right now, and just keep going. When it gets hard, that's when you know it's working. And struggle is not always bad.
Good one, going. Well, once again, I really appreciate you for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much. This was great. You have some good questions.
Thank you, appreciate that. And is it cool if I do a collaboration post?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna be promoting this like crazy.
Awesome. This was so fun. Thank you so much for having me.
Definitely. And before we go, where can everybody find your show at? Give them your social media, all that stuff.
So I post my interviews on my Instagram, which is Maria Codianni. Should I spell it? Or
Yeah, yeah.
MariaCodianni.
Okay.
That's it.
You got a YouTube yet?
Oh, I do have a YouTube. It's Ria Reports, RIAREPORTS.
Fire. Okay. Appreciate it. And maybe we could do a part two soon.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Take care. Peace.
You too. Bye.